She said, "Your success makes me feel small. I need a partner on my level." I replied, "I get it." Then I introduced her to my unemployed cousin, who lived in his mom's basement. Her horror when she realized what her level actually looked like. I, 36 male, need to get this off my chest because I'm still processing the absolute audacity of what just went down. Been with Nicole, 33, for 4 years. We met when I was working warehouse logistics, making $18 hours. She was doing admin work at a dental office, pulling maybe $35K annually. We clicked, moved in together after a year, built what I thought was a solid relationship. Here's the thing. I'm not some tech bro or trust fund kid. I'm a regular dude who busted his ass. Took night classes while working full-time, got my supply chain management certification, moved up to supervisor, then operations manager. Now I'm regional logistics coordinator for a mid-sized company. Nothing crazy, about 85K plus bonuses, but compared to where I started, I'm proud of that. Nicole hasn't changed much professionally. Still at the same dental office, same position, which is fine. I never cared about that, never made it an issue. But apparently she did. Started about 6 months ago. Little comments. Must be nice having all those business lunches while I eat sandwiches at my desk. Your coworkers probably think I'm beneath you. You talk different now, using all those corporate words. I tried reassuring her. Told her she was being ridiculous. We're partners, income doesn't matter, all that. She'd seem okay for a bit, then circle back to it. 2 weeks ago, we're at dinner after I'd gotten a quarterly bonus. Nothing huge, $3,500 after taxes. I suggested we use it for that vacation she wanted. Her response? Or you could stop flashing your success in my face. I put my fork down. Nicole, what's really going on here? That's when she launched into this whole speech. How my success made her feel small. How she couldn't relate to my work stories anymore. How her friends asked what it was like dating someone out of her league. How she needed someone on her level, someone who understood her struggles, someone who wouldn't make her feel inadequate just by existing. So what are you saying? I asked. I'm saying maybe we're growing in different directions. Maybe I need someone more grounded, more like me. The conversation went in circles for an hour. She kept insisting she wasn't breaking up with me, just expressing concerns. But every solution I offered got shot down. Couples counseling won't fix the fundamental inequality. Me taking a lower-paying job, that's not the point. Her going back to school? Why should I have to change? Finally I said, Nicole, it sounds like you've already decided what you want. I want a partner on my level, she said. Someone who gets it. Okay, I said. I get it. And I did. She wanted out but wanted me to be the bad guy. She wanted to be the victim of the big bad successful boyfriend. Fine. Update 1. So after that dinner conversation I went home and did some thinking. Nicole wanted someone on her level? Someone who gets it? Alright then. My cousin Derek, 35, exists. And when I say exists, that's literally his only achievement. Dropped out of community college twice. Fired from 6 jobs in 5 years that I know of. Currently living in his mom's finished basement, playing video games and selling rare Pokemon cards online for beer money. Last real job was at a vape shop that went under during COVID. But here's the thing, Derek's not a bad guy, he's just Derek. Zero ambition, maximum delusion. Thinks he's an entrepreneur because he once tried to start a YouTube channel about conspiracy theories and fast food. Has strong opinions about cryptocurrency despite owning none. You know the type. I called him up. Derek, you still single? Yeah bro, these females don't appreciate a real one. They all want dudes with money and fancy cars. Shallow, you know? Perfect. Want to meet someone? My girlfriend's friend is looking. She hot? She's on your level. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing bad. Just means she's looking for someone real. Someone grounded, not caught up in the corporate rat race. Hell yeah, bro. I'm tired of these stuck-up women anyway. The setup was easy. Told Nicole my cousin was having a rough time, needed to get out more. Asked if she wanted to grab drinks Saturday, help me cheer him up. She agreed, probably happy to see me caring about family instead of work. Saturday night, local bar, nothing fancy. Nicole shows up looking nice, she'd clearly put in effort. Then Derek walks in. Cargo shorts in October. Anime t-shirt with suspicious stains. Neckbeard that hadn't seen a trimmer in months. Crocs with socks. You, cousin. He bear hugged me, then turned to Nicole. You must be the girlfriend. Damn, bro, you didn't tell me she was this fine. Nicole forced a smile. Nice to meet you. Derek launched into his life story within 5 minutes. How the system was rigged against guys like him. How his last boss was jealous of his potential. How he was working on a major project, the Pokemon cards, that would disrupt the whole collector market. So where do you work? Nicole asked politely. I don't subscribe to traditional employment. You feel me? I'm an independent contractor in the digital marketplace. He sells Pokemon cards from his mom's basement, I clarified. Derek glared at me. It's a growing market, bro. You wouldn't understand. Too caught up in your corporate prison. Nicole's eyes kept darting between Derek and me. The comparison was right there. Impossible to ignore. But enough about me, Derek said, sliding closer to Nicole. Tell me about you. You seem like someone who gets the real struggle, not like these fake successful people. That's when it clicked for her. I saw it in her face, the realization that her level wasn't what she thought it was. Update 2. The next 2 hours were comedy gold. Derek was in peak form, completely oblivious to Nicole's growing horror. He ordered the cheapest beer on the menu, then asked Nicole if she wanted to split it to save money. When she politely declined, he launched into a rant about how modern women were programmed by capitalism to waste money. See, that's why I respect you, he told Nicole. You work a regular job, right? Not trying to climb some ladder, step on people. You get it. I actually enjoy my job, Nicole said weakly. Sure, we all say that, but deep down, you know it's all BS, right? The whole system? He then explained his business model, buying Pokemon cards at garage sales and selling them online for a 30% markup. His current inventory, about $200 worth. His projected earnings for the year? Sky's the limit, probably 6 figures once I scale up. How long have you been doing this? Nicole asked. 2 years, but I'm still in the development phase. Building my brand, you know? Derek's Catch 'em All, that's my handle. I got almost 50 followers on Instagram. The worst part was when the check came. Derek just sat there. Didn't even pretend to reach for his wallet. I didn't bring cash, he finally said. Didn't know we were doing the whole payment thing tonight. Usually when I meet women, they're cool with going Dutch or whatever. I paid. Nicole looked mortified. See, this is what I mean, Derek continued. My cousin here, throwing money around. No offense, bro, but that's exactly what's wrong with society, making everyone else feel bad. I'm paying for drinks, Derek. Exactly, acting all superior. Nicole excused herself to the bathroom. Derek leaned over to me. Yo, I think she's into me. She keeps staring. Really? Yeah, bro. See, this is what I mean. When you're real, when you're authentic, women notice. Not like those corporate drones she probably usually dates. When Nicole came back, she said she wasn't feeling well and needed to leave. Derek immediately offered to walk her to her car. I'm good, thanks. Come on, don't be like that. I know you modern women are all independent and stuff, but sometimes you gotta let a real man take care of you. I said I'm good. See, this is the problem with society. Derek, I interrupted. She said she's good. Nicole practically ran to her car. Derek shrugged. Her loss, bro. Probably intimidated by a guy who doesn't play by society's rules. After he left, his mom picked him up. I sat in my car for a minute. Phone buzzed. Nicole, we need to talk. Update 3 Monday morning. Nicole called in sick to work and showed up at my apartment. She looked like she hadn't slept much. That was cruel, she started. What was cruel? Setting me up with that, your cousin, making fun of me. I didn't set you up with anyone. I invited my cousin out for drinks because he's been having a hard time. You're the one who said you wanted someone on your level. Someone grounded. Someone who understands the struggle. That's not what I meant, and you know it. Then what did you mean, Nicole? Because Derek is literally on your level. Same income bracket, same job stability, same career trajectory. Hell, he probably makes less than you. He lives in his mother's basement. And you live in an apartment I pay 70% of the rent for. What's the difference? That stung. I saw it hit. That's not, I contribute. I never said you didn't, but you're the one who made this about levels and success. You're the one who said my moderate success makes you feel small. Derek doesn't have any success. Shouldn't that make you feel big? You're twisting everything. No, I'm showing you what you asked for. You think making 85K somehow puts me in a different universe? Fine, there's your universe. Derek and the dozens of guys just like him. Hell, my company employs about 50 of them, warehouse guys making what I used to make. Want their numbers? She started crying then? Not sad crying, angry crying. You think you're so smart, so superior. I think I worked hard to improve my situation, and instead of being happy for me or inspired to improve your own situation, you decided to make it a problem. You made my success about you. Because it affects me. Your coworkers look at me like I'm some gold digger. Your family keeps asking when I'm going to step up. Even my friends make jokes about me landing a sugar daddy. And instead of telling them to mind their business, you blamed me? You don't get it. You're a man. Success makes you more attractive. For women, dating up makes us look pathetic. Then date Derek. He's single, available, and will never ever make you feel inferior. Because he's proud of his basement setup. He thinks his Pokemon card empire is the future. He will validate every excuse you have for not trying harder. I don't want Derek. Then what do you want? I want things to go back to how they were, when we were equals. We were never equals, Nicole. When we met, I was already taking night classes, already working towards something more. You knew who I was and where I was going. You just thought I wouldn't actually get there. Silence. Long, heavy silence. So what now? She finally asked. Now? Now you decide. Stay with me and deal with your insecurity. Maybe actually work on yourself. Or leave and find someone whose success or lack thereof doesn't threaten you. That's not fair. Neither is punishing me for improving my life. Update 4. Nicole chose door number 3. Try to manipulate the situation back in her favor. Over the next week, she went into overdrive. Suddenly, she was the perfect girlfriend. Cooked elaborate dinners, initiated intimacy, stopped complaining about work entirely. Even suggested we look at houses together, with her name on the mortgage, of course. I've been thinking, she said Thursday night over dinner she'd made. Maybe I was too harsh, maybe we can work through this. What changed? I realized what I have with you, the stability, the future we're building. Funny how you realized that after meeting Derek, she winced. That was mean, what you did. It was honest. I showed you exactly what you said you wanted. Can we please just move past this? Here's the thing. I might have considered it, if she'd shown any actual growth, any real self-reflection. But then Saturday happened. I came home early from gym to find Nicole in my home office on my laptop. She was in my banking app. What are you doing? She jumped. I was just checking if the electric bill got paid. The electric bill that's on autopay? From my account you've never had access to. I wanted to make sure. Nicole, what were you actually doing? She broke down, admitted she was trying to see how much I really made, how much I had saved. Her friend had suggested she should know where she stood financially if we were going to work things out. Your friend told you to snoop through my finances? She said I had a right to know, if we're building a future together. We're not. What? We're not building anything together, we're done. You can't be serious. Over this? Over you invading my privacy? Over you treating my success like a personal attack? Over you literally trying to spy on my bank accounts? Yeah, I'm serious. Where am I supposed to go? That's not my problem. You wanted someone on your level? Go find them. Derek's still available. The entitlement explosion was immediate. She called me controlling, abusive, manipulative, said I'd trapped her by paying more rent, making her dependent, threatened to tell everyone how I'd emotionally abused her by setting her up with Derek. Go ahead, I said. Tell everyone I introduced you to my unemployed cousin after you said my success made you feel small. See how that plays out. She moved out the next day, but not quietly. Told mutual friends I'd kicked her out for no reason. Posted vague social media updates about narcissistic exes and financial abuse. Then came the text from Derek. Yo bro, Nicole hit me up. Says you two broke up. She wants to get coffee and talk about it. That cool with you? I actually laughed. Go for it, man. Update 5. The Derek-Nicole coffee date happened Wednesday. I know because Derek live tweeted it without realizing Nicole could see his Twitter. Coffee with a queen who's been through it. #real recognize real. She gets it. The struggle, the grind. Not everyone can be a corporate sellout. Talking about maybe getting a place together soon. When you know you know. That last one must have been when Nicole realized she'd made a horrible mistake. Derek called me that night. Bro, your ex is crazy. We're having coffee. I'm telling her about my expansion plans. Pokemon cards? It's a growing market. Anyway, I'm explaining how we could be a power couple once my business takes off, and she just goes pale, starts asking about my timeline and concrete plans and monthly income. Like, way to kill the vibe, you know? So what happened? I told her she was sounding just like you, all corporate and uptight. That's when she lost it. Started crying about how she gave up everything for nothing. Made no sense, bro. Then she asked if I could loan her money. Me, like I'm made of money or something. Did you? I offered her store credit for my Pokemon cards. She called me a loser and left. Women? Am I right? Nicole's final text to me came an hour later. I hope you're happy. You've ruined my life. I didn't respond. What was there to say? She'd ruined her own life the moment she decided my middle-class success was an attack on her ego. Final update. It's been a month since everything went down. Here's where everyone landed. Nicole moved back with her parents 2 hours away. Mutual friends say she's still at the same dental office job, but commuting now. Apparently tells everyone I emotionally manipulated her and flaunted wealth to make her feel bad. Most people who know the actual story, making $85 isn't exactly lighting cigars with $100 bills. Just nod and change the subject. She tried one more time to get money from me. Had a lawyer friend send a letter demanding 3 months of relocation expenses since I'd created a hostile living environment. My response was simple. Forwarded the text where she said she needed space from my success, the screenshot of her trying to access my bank accounts, and Derek's Twitter thread about their coffee date. Never heard back. Derek, God bless him, has turned this into his villain origin story. Apparently Nicole betrayed the movement by being just another gold digger. He started a podcast called Real Men Real Talk that has 11 subscribers, one of which is his mom. Each episode is him ranting about successful people ruining society. I'm mentioned a lot. It's actually kind of flattering in a weird way. Last week, he asked if I knew any other single women, but like real ones this time, not fake ones who pretend to be down to earth. I told him to try dating apps. He said those were for corporate shills. The basement life continues. As for me, I'm good. Better than good, actually. That quarterly bonus I mentioned, used it for a solo vacation. Went fishing in Montana for a week. No cell service, no drama, just me and some trout. Got back to find 17 missed calls from Nicole. Didn't listen to the voicemails. Did get a text from her mom saying I was heartless for abandoning her daughter in her time of need. Blocked that number too. The funny thing is, I keep thinking about that dinner conversation. Your success makes me feel small. Like my success had anything to do with her. Like me improving my life somehow diminished hers. The only thing that made her small was her own decision to see my growth as her failure. You know what the real kicker is? I would have paid for her to go back to school. Would have supported her starting a business, changing careers, whatever. Hell, I would have been fine with her staying exactly where she was if she'd been happy with herself. But she didn't want solutions. She wanted me to shrink myself to make her feel bigger. My buddy asked if I regret the Derek thing. Honestly, no. It wasn't even really about revenge. It was about showing her exactly what she claimed to want. She said she needed someone on her level, someone who understood the struggle, someone who wouldn't make her feel small. Derek is all of those things. The fact that she was horrified by him just proves she never wanted equality. She wanted superiority without the work. Couple of coworkers have tried to set me up with friends. Not interested yet. Still processing the idea that someone could resent you for succeeding. Like, what's the alternative? We both stay stuck? We both struggle forever? What kind of partnership is that? My mom called last week. Heard through the grapevine about the breakup. She wasn't good enough for you anyway, she said. That's not true, Mom. She could have been. She just chose not to be. And that's the truth. Nicole could have been anything she wanted. Could have grown, changed, evolved. Instead, she chose to see my success as her failure. Chose resentment over support. Chose to blame me for her own insecurities. Her level wasn't about income or job titles. Her level was about mindset. And Derek's perfectly happy at his level. No shame, no growth, but but no shame about no growth either. In a weird way, he's more honest than she ever was. Meanwhile, I just got promoted again. Regional director now. Another 20K raise. Didn't even mention it on social media. What's the point? The people who matter are happy for me. The ones who aren't don't matter. Besides, I've got a cousin to support. Someone's gotta buy those Pokemon cards. Just kidding. Derek's on his own with that one.